Hello everyone, it is Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video, and I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your new year. Today, I am playing GetMeowth's Freeze Shudderwock Shaman deck. This is different to the Freeze Shudderwock Shaman decks that I've featured in the past, because those decks did not run Grumble Worldshaker. Now you can see Grumble in this list. I spoke to a Shaman expert, Boltzmann, who told me that running Grumble in Freeze Shudderwock Shaman lists is perhaps not the best thing to do because you struggle to maintain a board or to keep a board. You play stuff on the board, Grumble returns it back to hand, and I think the aim with Freeze Shudderwock Shaman is to play Snowfall Guardian, freeze your opponent's board, replicate those freeze battle cries with the Shudderwock, have a big Shudderwock stuck to the board, play Wind Fury on it, win the game. You don't need to go infinite, you don't need to be returning everything back to hand as you do with Grumble. However, Grumble is an incredibly fun card. I absolutely love the design, I love the look of it, I love the sound effects, I love it all, and I want to always find an opportunity to play Grumble. So when I saw GetMeowth playing this deck, I thought, I've got to give it a try. And at the start of the January season, it has worked incredibly well for me. With a small sample size of games, you can see 9 wins and 2 losses. That's an 82% win rate. This has helped me along the start of my ladder journey in the month of January. And as you will see in this video, the deck can beat some of those tier 1 meta decks that are out there. Odd Hunter, Pirate Warrior. You need a little bit of luck against some of those decks, particularly Odd Hunter I find, but it's all possible. So yeah, check out these games and see what you think of this deck. Alright, joining this game in progress, it's a rogue. We've just played a chain gang. How long can this go on? Not for much longer, when you look at my hand. So, we can play another Snowfall Guardian here. We can freeze their board again, board lock them. But by playing the Chain Gang, that's a smart thing because they're taunts. So if I freeze their board again, and then if I try and go face with a big Snowfall Guardian, those taunts block the way. I'm playing Dirty Rat here, not to bring anything out of hand, but just to get a little bit more value on my Snowfall Guardian. Right. Secret Passage. You're looking for something to save you, aren't you? Maybe something to nullify this Guardian. Because that's got 15 attack, and with Wind Fury, that's going to help us proceed to lethal. Those taunts are in the way, but we've got double devolve. Ever so helpful. And we've got some cute plays in hand too. We've got Zentimo and Wind Fury. I miss that sometimes. Sometimes I just don't notice that both of those cards are in my hand, and I'm sure there's occasions in the past where I've missed lethal. In fact, I know there's been occasions in the past where I've missed lethal due to not spotting that combination in hand. So, how do we want to do this? I think we're definitely going for Zentimo, no matter what. We've devolved into 2 taunts. To devolve again, into another taunt. I mean, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. But yeah, devolving into taunts is always an annoying thing, particularly when it stops you from having lethal. I mean, in this case, it does. I think, ooh, sudden betrayal. That's sneaky. Beautiful. And there we go, finishing our opponent off with the bird. Joining this next one in progress, it's a Pirate Warrior who played Rakara. And the satisfaction behind the Flurgle Toxin combo here is immense. And look at our hand. We've got another Snowfall Guardian available to us. We have the Shudderwock. Unfortunately, our Dirty Rat was not able to get Rakara out of the hand. We were too late with that. But we just got to withstand their board a little bit longer. The funniest thing a Pirate Warrior can do is board lock themselves. And then just have their boards frozen forever and not able to do anything.
We're gonna need more gunpowder.
But our opponent is not quite board locked here. That's a reasonably formidable board. Our face is still taking a lot of damage. Need to remember, we're not a Reno deck, so we can't heal to 30. Okay. Freeze the board. And we are now... Oh my god, that's disgusting. Mr. Smite. Ugh. Oh dear. Was that can go face? Oh, it can't. There's a taunt in the way, of course. Now they're board locked. But our face is still getting hit, despite having minions on board to absorb those shots. Anyway. I guess here I have no choice. I have to play the Shudderwock. And this is fine. Get a little bit of armor. And a lot of attack. Right. So, this should just be game over. There's no way of them blocking this, I don't think. Yep, there we go. I wanted to get a little bit more Battlecry value out of my deck before playing my Shudderwock. I wanted Grumble, for instance, the other chain gangs, but oh well. Alright. Heading into our next game. Joining it in progress here. It's a Druid. 2 birds on the board. 2 chain gangs. They played alignment. That's made our Shudderwock cost 1. That's hilarious. And they think that Spreading Plague is going to save them here. It could very well save them. Alignment Druid can do terrible things with very little mana. But when you top deck a Devolve, that changes everything. Ha! And there are no taunts. Get wrecked, sir. Get well and truly wrecked. Sorry, I don't like Alignment Druid. Alright, let's move on. This game, joined in progress against an odd hunter. I am desperate here to perhaps play my Shudderwock. But looking at the battle cries that have already been used up...
Happy Feast of Wintervale.
Oh, we're being emoted as well. I think it's still worth playing. Armor. Okay. Make their spells problematic. Replication. Lotheb. Lotheb. Snipe. Sure. I assume the most they can do here is kill 1 Shudderwock. The other will survive. We have 1 to hand. That's really useful. So the key thing with this game was the multiple Lotheb battle cries being replicated. And we'd accomplished that through Zola and Lotheb previously. Ah, so in response they play a big minion, okay. Can't play their spells, so they play something big, sure. That's an interesting pickup. Well, what do we want to do here then? We can't do anything about Baku. So what I'm going to do as I go for replication and freezing the board.
Incredible.
Yes, that is incredible. We're adding to the Battlecry pool, knowing that we have another Shudderwock that we can play. However, they now are able to combine their hero power with these spells, but they're not targeting my face. They're targeting that Shudderwock. Yeah, wise decision. Get it off the board. Still targeting my minions. Wow, that 5 damage did not go face either. Huh. And this is what you love to see. You love to see them targeting your board, targeting your minions, not hitting your face. Now will they hit face? No, still targeting the board. Okay.
Now.
They are a control odd hunter by the looks of things. Oh dear. Anyway. Sleepbreaker.
Frost bites sharper than bane.
Incredible. Will allow us to draw 3 cards. I love card draw, and this deck is very good at card draw. Oh boy, there's Grumble. Pressure play? That's rude. And we're not going to hero power, because we anticipate playing a Shudderwock shortly. Now, next turn. Part of me wants to play Grumble, so I can get the Grumble battle cry in the pool. And then we can start going infinite. Because we played the chain gangs, but I don't know. I assume the Shudderwock is still the safest play here. To freeze the board and stop us being smashed in the face by Baku the following turn. And of course the Lothar battle cries locks them out from playing spells. So we can play the Shudderwock, get Shudderwocks on the board, and then we can play Grumble the following turn. And then go infinite and just laugh as they concede. That's the plan. Thankfully we're not dead at this point.
Incredible.
Yes, incredible. Web spinner. That's so cute.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
Alright, there's the Lothar battle cries.
My jaws that bite,
So they should be blocked out with playing those spells now. Okay. So they're just going to hero power my face, I assume. That's it. That's all they can do. And attack with the weapon, but... Okay. Now, they have 2 secrets in play. In case it's freezing trap, I don't want to attack with the Shudderwock.
my jaws that bite, my claws that catch, my claws that catch.
Well, we can just gain some armor.
Armor.
Casually.
Armor.
Why not? Not that they can do anything.
Muzzle their magic.
And if it is freezing trap, I'm putting down a couple of minions that can attack face, absorb the freezing trap, and then we can go face with the Shudderwocks for 36 damage.
Bet there's something great inside.
Interestingly, Wind Fury is still in our deck. We've not drawn it yet. Oh, ask and you shall receive. There it is. And is that freezing trap? No. Oh. Well, that's rude. Hilarious. Alright, we got our 5 wins. We could stop there. But no. Let's continue on. Another game. And I say another game, and of course, what do we run into? A hunter. So the further we progress up the ladder, the more warriors, the more hunters we run into. Unfortunate. But I guess that's what happens on day 1 of a new season. You're just going to run into aggro, unfortunately, all of the time. It's interesting, several months on from the United and Stormwind expansion, the meta is still incredibly fast and questline decks are still absolutely dominant. I think that's a real shame. And Blizzard haven't really... And what they nerfed the Warlock questline, they banned it, actually. Which I think was a really good call. But they've not touched the Pirate Warrior questline or the Odd Hunter questline in any way that slows the meta down. And so I foresee this being the meta for a long time to come, unless Blizzard do something quite dramatic to change things up. But it could be that they look at their data, and it could be that they see a lot of people playing Pirate Warrior, a lot of people playing Odd Hunter, and so with a large portion of the player base, these decks may just be popular enough that it warrants Blizzard not doing anything about them. As much as some of us complain about the questline meta being too fast, not being able to play some of our nice control decks, there are, I'm sure, a lot of other people out there who enjoy the questline meta, who like the quick games, who like playing aggro decks. So Blizzard do have to balance that all up. It's not an easy job to do, to create balance in a game. Anyway, this, thankfully, is not an odd hunter. This is an even hunter. And now my chances of winning this game have just increased dramatically. Took me a while to realise this was not an odd hunter. I think I'm just so used to hunters on the ladder being odd hunters now that I just automatically assume. And then I actually look at the cards being played and I'm like, oh, it's even hunter. Okay, I like the trading. Oh wow. What? Putricide. So this is really a secret-centric hunter to get value from Putricide. I've not seen that card played competitively for a very long time. Interesting. Okay, we have our combo. What's in hand? Oh god, Life Drinker. Okay. Well, we'll get rid of that. We've got enough value in our hand to see us through the rest of the game. And they have the Christmas tree up, which is really cute. I'm not going to attack here, because I don't want to trigger those secrets just yet. Alright. We'll see how they respond to this. There's probably a degree of frustration for them because I haven't triggered any of the secrets. Mr. Smite? I guess it's just a good finisher, right? On its own, it's got charge. Right, here we go. Let's see what these secrets are. Wandering Monster. Oh god, 3-4. Okay, Explosive, to be expected. Pack Tactics, yikes. Well, we know there's no freezing trap. Options, options, options now in terms of how we proceed. I'm just going to go for maximum value on the freezing here. So we buff the bird, and we also buff Bolner. So we've got two big minions on the board. Dragon Bane! Oh, and it went face. Of course it went face. Where else would it go? We're actually nearly dead, and our entire board is frozen. That's pretty scary. Devolve? Cat Trick? Huh. That's still a scary board. It's still going to potentially kill us. So we have to Grumble here. Just counting the minions on board, counting how much I've got in hand. This is where Grumble really shines. This is like an emergency get out of jail clause here. So now we can freeze the board again. And we can live to fight another turn. All they can do is hero power our face. Right. So we go face, and we have the Shudderwock. Alright, both of these Shudderwocks stuck to the board. Playing a taunt for good measure, just in case there's something ridiculous that happens. Another charging minion, for example, because they're not board locked. Yeah, they had 6 minions on board. But yes, that Phase Stalker is not a charging minion. I'm safe. Explosive. Gotta love it. And there we go. Happy days. Heading into our next game against the Priest. So it's very unlikely to be Reno Priest. But it could be Aggro Priest, it could be Big Priest. Keeping the Dungeoneer for card draw seems reasonable. I really like Lotheb here, particularly if it's Big Priest. And, oh, double Dungeoneer means, well, lots of card draw, potentially. I think if it's Big Priest, we really need to find the 2 copies of Devolve that are in this deck. Although devolving big minions into slightly less big minions is not always a great thing. Sometimes it just doesn't make a difference. Oh, awaken the makers, so death rattles. This is interesting.
May your light burn brightly this winter veil.
Ah. Well, what kind of death rattle minions? Aggro. Okay, this is similar then to the Okijak aggro priest deck that I played recently. I published a video a few days ago on that. Although the deck that I played didn't play this quest, and it played Zarella to repeat the death rattles that were triggered in the game. So you could get a quite interesting OTK going in the late game, if needed. Alright. So, the question is, if they do have an OTK, can we survive it? And can we beat them before they pull it off? Now maybe there isn't an OTK in their deck. Maybe they just have to rely on consistent damage from death rattles throughout the game. And then maybe their finisher is just Mind Blast, for example. But maybe there isn't one turn where they'll just OTK me then, if they're not playing Zarella. Now this is a great board for a Devolve. We're denying them damage, we're denying them card draw, but ooh, Mana Worm. That's pretty nasty. And a 6 health taunt, also very nasty. Okay. Now we do have the Ice Fishing in hand. We can find our Flurgle, so we can just clear the board. But how long do we want to wait? How much commitment do we want to see? Oh, Reborn. Okay. There's going to be more damage coming to my face, and undoubtedly that Shadow Visions is looking for Mind Blast. Mana Worm buffed up. I remember a time in Hearthstone when Mana Worms were played consistently in mage decks. Back in the good old days. But here we go, our beautiful combo. Goodbye, board. Well, goodbye to most of the board. They do get a reborn effect. Oh, and we've crashed. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is happening more and more often for me now. It used to be that there were specific cards that caused a crash, specific interactions. But now it's just happening randomly on my PC. And these random crashes that were unexpected never used to happen before. Something is not right with the Hearthstone client. I don't know if I need to reinstall it. Or maybe the game has just got too big. Maybe one expansion after another. Maybe the code is just all messed up. Oh dear, Mind Blast to the face. We are nearly dead. And we have no healing. Shudderwock is useful, potentially. But for turn 9, we've still got 2 more turns to go after this. 3 more turns. And we've not played Armor Vendors. So is our Shudderwock value actually going to be any good? In terms of surviving? Oh dear. So, there is more Death Rattle value here. Oh no, he's going to give it Reborn. Oh dear. So actually, we are dead if all of the Death Rattles can be triggered there.
Nature waits
Oh, and that is our saving grace, the second copy of Devolve. Thank goodness! That's not a terrible board. Although... there is one damage there that could hit our face on Death Rattle.
Muzzle their magic.
Alright. We will let them make the trade. Okay, it didn't go face. That's refreshing. You're safe now, says Amara. If they can't get rid of Flurgle, we're just going to get a beautiful trade here. He's going to kill it off. So I think I'm looking at Grumble, but we need to do this. We need to kill it off. And I think Lotheb is better. And to prevent Mind Blast shenanigans, I'm going to go with another Lotheb, repeated battle cry, thanks to the bird. And now, this has set up the Shudderwock for the next turn.
Bring out your dead.
I'm also eyeing Grumble to get these cards back to hand. We can replay Lotheb, get more taunts down. Do we have any kind of lethal here? No. Of course we don't. Why would I even think we had lethal, even with Wind Fury? Because of Amara. The health total is just too high. Oh wait, it was Zentimo. Zentimo. See, I keep missing Zentimo Wind Fury combos. How much damage is that? And should I have thought better about my board positioning then?
Free me.
It's not lethal. Trading with the Undertaker. And we will freeze the board. So why did I trade if I'm freezing? I traded to make room on my board. I want space on the board to either play the Shudderwock, or to play the Grumble, or the Zentimo, depending on what happens on this turn. Riz dead. What have we brought back?
Obviously, I never miss.
Interesting. You're targeting my Guardian. Can't kill it? I guess you're worried about it, hence the targeting. Alright, and that is game over just like that. Did not need the Zentimo. Look at all of those lovely stars. Okay, joining this next game in progress, it's Paladin.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Now clearly they do not like my Bolner, they want to get rid of it. And worth noting, this is a questline Paladin. So potentially the Silverhand recruits are going to get buffed at some point in this game. Now we have Devolve for that. Good God, buffing the board. So I thought they would have looked for a way to remove the Bolner, a spell perhaps, but they're just going to trade with the minions. Yeah. This is good for them. Buffed up board, kills the Bolner. Yeah. Okay. How scared am I of this board? Does it ever warrant a Devolve? I don't think so. I think a freeze is fine. We really want to save that devolve for when the dudes are a little bit bigger. A little bit more threatening.
Let the light
Oh wow.
as it saved me.
Lothraxian, this game has just taken an interesting turn. Oh my York, as to be expected. And oh, we still get a freeze. Oh, never surrender. Sure. Huh. Well, we need to clear this board. It's too big. Curious about this other secret. Oh, what is it? Okay, card draw. Sure. Yeah, that's annoying, but fine. And to the face we go. So things are looking good for me here. I have Grumble to get my Flurgle back to hand if needed. That's another benefit of Grumble. Being able to replay your board clear combo. Targeting the Toxfin? Gonna kill it?
The light dims, but we fight.
No? You're not gonna kill it. Okay. You're gonna kill it next turn then. Interesting.
Reporting for duty.
Reporting for duty. Well. Choices, choices, choices.
I ain't talking.
Oh! Bran! You can get rid of that. With a devolve. How scared are we of Bran? Interesting. Do we just leave it up? Do we care too much at this point?
I serve.
I'm gonna Grumble here. All of these 4 cards that are returning to hand are pretty good, and I'm gonna take the gamble of just leaving that Bran on the board. Oh no. That was a mistake. the dudes have just been buffed massively.
Reporting for duty.
Huh. Huh. Okay, well... Oh, another secret, damn it. I was thinking devolve, but now the risk of Oh My Yogg is pretty significant.
Frostbite's sharper than
So what we're going to do is we are going to... Dirty Rat, see what we can bring out from hand. Gonna be rich! Oh, how did I not notice this? It was a Reno deck, of course, single copies of cards. Okay, trigger... Oh, never surrender, again. And... Okay, it's not Oh My Yogg. This is good. That's okay. So, you don't play Flurgle Toxfin here, right? I'm going to play the Armor Vendor just to get an additional buff on my Snowfall Guardian. There we go, they are board locked. Yeah, you play the Snowfall Guardian, first freeze the board, and if you need to play Flurgle Toxin the following turn to push damage to the face, you do so. But we don't need to do that here. Oh, that's so rude. Our Guardian is now 1-1. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, okay. Try again? Alright.
Nature waits for no one but me.
And we just chill. So, they're still board locked.
The victory
Yep.
is
it's over. Wow. Nice win. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, start of the January season. GetMeowth's Freeze Shudderwock Shaman. This deck has worked very well for me. It's given me a positive win rate in the small number of games that I've played, but the deck has done its job. It's helped progress me through this part of the ladder, and I love the deck. I love the freeze effects, but more importantly, I've really enjoyed playing Grumble in this deck. Whilst many would not consider it to be optimal, the fun factor for me with Grumble is really high. So on that basis, I would advocate for Grumble to be played in Freeze Shudderwock Shaman if you think you're going to have fun with it. Now, moving forward, my next couple of videos are going to be really interesting off-meta decks. We're going to see a Miracle Priest, courtesy of Imic, and after that I'll be publishing a video on Reno Hakar Paladin, courtesy of Endijin. So those are the next two videos to look out for. I'd like to thank everybody for your support through the year of 2021. I love the feedback that you give me on the videos, and I'm so happy to hear that some of you get real value out of my videos and enjoy listening to my videos, if not for watching the content, for listening to my voice. I know there are a lot of people out there that find my voice incredibly relaxing. I may have sounded a bit tired in this video today. I think I just need to catch up on a little bit of sleep. But yes, thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the content. I will see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun. But until next time, please stay safe, please look after yourselves, and as always, please be good to one another.